Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the entire buyer awareness levels for cold paid traffic ads. Because if you're a coach or consultant running ads and you're not able to bring in a lot of leads for yourself, booked calls for yourself, or your ads just don't seem to be converting the way they should be, your landing page does not seem to convert they should be, or people are not going ahead and watching your VSL that causes them to get on calls with you being just completely cold as fuck, then you really need to watch this video till the end. Because having full clarity within the 5 levels of awareness that a buyer goes through within your funnel is so important to be able to dial in your messaging properly, to be able to dial in your funnel properly, so that you're able to actually close your prospects that hop onto sales calls with you and not just end up giving you all sorts of objections out of nowhere, and your closers just seem to keep crying all the time that why the hell are these leads so cold and why are they just so skeptical about investing. So go ahead, watch this video till the end, because I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. Every single component within your funnel, the ads that do not convert, the landing pages that people just bounce off of, the VSLs that people don't go ahead and watch properly, or the sales calls that just don't end up getting converted into high-ticket offers and high-ticket closes for you, can be traced back to one root cause, and that is the lack of clarity within the 5 levels of customer awareness. I've seen countless offer owners within coaches, consultants, and the info market as a whole that they just lack the clarity of the 5 levels of customer awareness. And because of that, they're not able to run any sort of funnel in the best way possible. Because every advertising method that you go ahead and use, you need to have very good clarity about the 5 levels of customer awareness to be able to run each one of those advertising methods in the best way possible. So what is the 5 levels of customer awareness, right? It's very simple. You have unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware audiences. These are the 5 levels of customer awareness. Now, unaware is a market of audiences that is one of the biggest audience markets, and it is filled with the highest definition of what we would say cold audiences. Okay, these are literally cold audiences that do not know they have a problem, they do not know the solution to the problem, and they do not know who you are. Okay, you cannot go ahead and sell in the unaware market at all, because they don't even know that if they have a problem or not. So when you are advertising in the unaware market, your entire goal is to first get someone to become problem aware. You will only be able to sell someone if they know that they have a problem. Now, when you get into problem aware, you have audiences that understand that they have a problem, but they do not know the solution to the problem, nor do they know who you are and what solution you can give them to solve that problem of them, right? So the entire point of the problem aware market is to get these people to understand your solution and get them to buy into it, right? So that's where you get into the solution aware market, where these are people who understand they have a problem and they know that they need a solution to this problem, otherwise they're just going to get fucked, right? So the only thing that they need convincing about and need clarity about is you as a whole, that yes, you are there in a market like this where you can go ahead and help them out with that specific problem that they're facing. Then we get into the product aware and the most aware markets, and these are the two markets where audiences understand that they have a problem, they need a solution to it, and they know that you are there in the market that can go ahead and provide them the solution to it, right? And this is where most of the sales are made. When your prospects get into product aware and most aware, that's where your closers will have a much easier time just going ahead and selling over to your buyers and signing off on consistent basis. I'll exactly tell you how awareness maps into your entire funnel, right? So let's say you're running a booker call funnel, right? You're going to be running video ads. Obviously, this is literally one of my campaigns where I'm running so many fucking ads, as you can see, right? So you have an ad like this where it's going out to an extremely cold audience. You're getting people from being unaware to being problem aware. Now, because your audiences watch your video ad and they're like, oh fuck, I have a problem like this, now I need to get this solved, they go ahead and get onto your landing page where they watch a VSL like this, right? And they get more clarity through the VSL. Then they go ahead, book in a call. Once they go ahead and book in a call, they get onto a confirmation page like this. Confirmation page is literally where you get people from being problem aware to becoming solution aware completely, because they go ahead, they understand your solution through the VSL, and they also get to understand a lot of common objections that they might have in their head, and you just go ahead and solve those common objections before they even get onto the call through breakout videos like these, right? And then you have testimonials and stuff over here, which gets your audience from becoming solution aware to also becoming product aware. And then let's say you go ahead and run retargeting ads, warm dial, and sales calls. That's where you get people to get invested into what you are providing as a solution a lot more, a lot better, because through retargeting ads you're always being on top of their mind. Through the warm dial as well, you're able to build a very good personal connection, because either you are the one warm dialing the prospect, or you have someone in your back end, your team members, that go ahead and warm dial these people, send some sort of content asset, trust asset, sales asset after the warm dial gets over. And then you finally get onto the sales call, where you are able to just clarify any small doubts that they might have, and then just close the deal. That's it. This is the most ideal funnel that you could have in place. If done right, this is exactly how you get people from being unaware to being completely product aware about what you do. So now I'm going to dig deeper into what each stage means and how you want to go ahead and get people out of each stage so that you are able to have a very smooth buyer's journey and get them to being most aware about what you do, right? So when you're in when you're in level 1, which is the unaware stage, this is the largest and the most cold audience that you're ever going to find, right? These are prospects that have no idea that they have a problem you can solve, and they're not searching for anything. They're not thinking about your offer. They're just scrolling. So your ad now so now when you're running ads to these people, it is an interruption into their life. If it does not connect with something that they already feel, even if they could not articulate it, they will scroll past it. The unaware prospect needs to be stopped by something that makes them want to think, wait, that's me and I need this fixed. This is a problem that I'm facing and I need this fixed, right? So what your ad must do at this level. You cannot pitch a solution to someone who does not know that they have a problem. The job of the unaware ad is to name a problem for them in a language so specific and so accurate so that they immediately recognize themselves inside of it. All right. And this is exactly the kind of script that we go ahead and use. And this is exactly the scripting framework that we use for a build just for unaware audiences, right? We call it the big idea framework. You can go through this as well, right? Now, the hook types that work for unaware audiences is an identity hook, disruption hook, name a problem hook, where you just, give a proprietary name over to a common problem that they all are facing and just, make it sound fancy, or a counterintuitive statement. An identity hook is something like this. If you're a coach, if you're a coaching business stuck between 10K to 50K per month, you're probably trapped in a swamp. Now, disruption hook is something like this. Most coaches think posting more content equals getting more clients, but that is just completely wrong. This is just, then a name problem hook is something like this. There is a specific reason why coaches who are doing everything right are still stuck. We call it the acquisition ceiling, right? This is also a very good hook that has been working a lot. Alex Hormozi uses this a lot as well. So, yeah, we've gone ahead, used it for ourselves. We've used it for our clients too, and they're able to book in so many more meetings with people, and they're able to book in so many more meetings just through this one hook. And this is a counterintuitive statement hook. Working harder is not what gets you 200K per month. Here's what actually does, right? So pretty much, you just call out a practice that they've been doing, right? They feel like, yeah, what I'm doing is right and it's going to get me to the end goal, but it's actually wrong. You don't need to be doing this to get 200K per month, right? It's like, don't work harder, work smarter type thing, right? So yeah, now we get on to level 2, which is problem aware. Now, problem aware audiences are prospects who know that they have a problem and they experience it regularly. They feel the frustration of it, and what they do not and what they do not have yet is a clear picture of what the solution looks like or what category of solution applies to them, right? So problem aware prospects already have an internal tension. Your ad does not need to create it. Your job is to name the specific problem so precisely that they feel understood for the first time, and then introduce the fact that the solution exists, right? So exactly, when you're running, so now when you want to run ads towards the problem aware audiences within the market, this is the exact framework that we go ahead and use, which we call the DRIPS framework, which equates down to disrupt, relevant audience, identify the problem, present the mechanism, and social proof with a CTA, right? The hooks that work here is a pain hook, call out hook, frustration hook, problem name hook, right? So a pain hook could look something like this. If you're getting leads but they never show up to calls, here's exactly why. So that's a very good pain hook, right? Call out hook is something like this. Attention coaches and consultants, if your lead flow is inconsistent every month, this is for you. I don't usually like using the call out hook a lot, because it just, comes off as like, yeah, you are running an ad and you're trying to get people's attention. But again, this call out hooks are used a lot by, one of the by top dogs within the market as well. Like especially Alex Hormozi really does use a call out hook a lot. So it works. So I'm not going to be against it, but I just sometimes don't like using this because of the fact that, it just sounds too uh attention seeking, because you're just calling on people and you make it very evident that yes, you are running an ad, right? But yeah, anything that makes money, I'm not going to be against it. So that is why I went ahead and included this into the hook template. Now, frustration hook, still not hitting 50K per month even though you are doing everything you're supposed to. That's a very good frustration hook. And then problem name hook, the reason your ad spend is not returning what it should has nothing to do with your budget, right? So this is a problem name hook. So these are all the hook templates that you have here. You can go ahead, plug and play all of them as well within the DRIPS framework, and it's going to work amazing when you're running ads towards a problem aware audience. Now we get down into level 3, which is the solution aware stage, where they know the solution exists but not yours. The solution aware prospects knows that what they need exists. A solution aware prospect knows that what they need exists. They know there are agencies, they know there are coaches, they know there are consultants or systems that solve their problem. The solution aware ad does not need to sell the problem or even the category. It goes straight into differentiation, what your mechanism is and why it is different from and better than everything else that they have already seen. The core job at this level is your ad must clearly answer what makes this different, what makes your solution different from the entire market, right? So that your prospects don't go ahead and start comparing you with other people. You don't want to be in a position where prospects go ahead and compare you with other people, because the only thing that they will ever go ahead and compare you on is on price basis, and the second they do that, you have lost. But going ahead and positioning yourself as the leveraged acquisition funnel we installed, does three things differently, is already way better than, yeah, we just run ads for coaches, you know. Now, examples of mechanism differentiation for solution aware audiences is like, most agencies run ads and send leads. We build the entire acquisition infrastructure for you. Other coaches teach you how to sell. We install a system that pre-qualifies leads before they ever get on a call with you. Every other funnel builder gives you templates. We condition your pixel from day one. These are just some things within the marketplace that you can go ahead and just differentiate yourself from. Differentiating yourself within the market is very easy if you just really understand two things. Understand the core problem that the people are facing, and understand what the marketplace is providing to solve these problems. The second you have clarity within these two things, you will easily be able to differentiate yourself, even if your solution is like everyone else. If you're able to articulate your solution in a very good manner and in a manner that other people fail to do so, you will automatically just be able to build a lot more trust and a lot more intrigue within other people as well. You'll be like, oh fuck, okay, what is this guy doing? So don't go ahead and say, I run a book a call funnel for you, because who the fuck cares about what funnel you're running, firstly? And if you go ahead and say that I'm running a book a call funnel for you, it's one of the most easiest funnels out there. And if you go ahead and dissect this funnel out or in front of people, they're going to be like, bro, I can just do this myself. Why do I need to pay someone for this? Never do that. Instead, just go ahead and pitch the outcome that you give. I bring you 3 to 4 booked appointments with qualified ICP through my client acquisition systems. That's all that they fucking need to know. They don't need to know what funnel you're running, this and that, because the second you dissect everything down to your prospects and make it as easy for them to understand, that's the second they will be like, okay, fine, this funnel is easy to implement. I might as well just do it myself, or I might as well just find someone else who does it for a cheaper price than this guy. You don't want to be in that position, right? So sell the outcome, don't sell the mechanism. You are never going to win. Now, hook types that work for solution-aware audiences are differentiation hooks, false solution hooks, mechanism reveal hooks, and proof mechanism hooks, right? Most agencies build your funnel. We build the entire system that fills it with qualified leads and stuff. So it just, now getting on to level 4, this is where you have people who are a lot more product aware. They know you, but they have not bought from you yet. Now, product aware prospects know who you are. They have seen your ad before, visited your landing page, probably visited a part of your VSL, maybe even filled out an application form. They have not, but they're still not gone ahead and bought yet from you. Every piece of content that you show them at this stage has one job: close the gap between I am interested and I trust this enough to book a call. The entire point of this stage is get people out of being intrigued about your solution and just knowing that, okay, I want to just get to know a bit more, to getting them out of that sort of mindset, to getting them into a mindset where they're like, okay, this is the solution that I need, and I need to pay him to get this solved for myself. Otherwise, I'm going to literally not be able to sustain myself within the marketplace. And that's the mindset that your prospects need to be the second they get on the call with you. Because if they have that sort of mindset, they're definitely going to buy from you. Right? So that's the entire point of this product aware stage, which is the level 4. Right? So what your retargeting content must do at this level. So now when you have people who have already gone ahead and booked in a call with you and stuff, the things that you need to go ahead and do is all within your backend nurturing systems, which is like, sending them emails, content assets, trust assets, having a warm dialogue, go ahead and just understand their pain a lot more, connect with them on a very good level, right? And then just send them valuable content assets according to the situation that they are in, right? These are all the things that get people from being problem aware. I mean, these are all the things that you need to go ahead and do to get people from being product aware to being most aware, so that they just go ahead and buy from you, right? So one of the biggest things that you can do is just start running retargeting ads. Retargeting ads is so fucking powerful if you just execute them well. And now why you want to go ahead and run this retargeting ads and stuff is because when people have gone ahead and booked in a call with you, or when they are in this product aware stage, they have a lot of doubts which need to be clarified so that they can make an informed decision within the sales call itself, right? So product aware doubts could be, is this legit? Can they actually help me? So you can have a breakout video within the retargeting ads itself where you go ahead and call out this doubt of theirs and then just solve it in the best way possible, right? You can just run bunch of testimonials as your retargeting ads. Show them that, see guys, these are the people that we've gone ahead and worked with. These are the results that we've gotten them. These are the leads that we got them, booked appointments that we got them. These are the sales that we got them, XYZ. Just show the numbers within your testimonials and stuff and run them as retargeting ads. So this doubt of, is this legit or can they actually help me, will automatically just get solved because you're running ads on this, and that shit was going to get put into their feed again and again and again. let's say if they have a doubt like, will I be pressured about this on the call? Then you can have another breakout video that just, gives them clarity on this, on what happens on the call and what does not happen. So they feel a lot more safer and their sales guard goes all the way down, right? And let's say if they do not fully understand that this works, again, you can have a long form educational piece of content run as a retargeting ad, all right, which that goes ahead and breaks down your entire process and mechanism into easy digestible concepts so that they can go ahead and understand and have full clarity on what you do and how you can get them results, right? So just understanding what kind of doubts these people face when you are getting on sales calls with them is very good content for running retargeting ads. You can just simply go ahead, ask your sales team, if you have a very huge sales team, ask them what are the constant doubts that you keep seeing people having on sales calls when they get on sales calls with you. Just note them all down and then run them as retargeting ads. Simple. And then you get on to level 5, which is the most aware audience. This is pretty much the most easiest people to go ahead and help, because if you have properly gotten people all the way from level 1, all right, to level 4, all right, and they go ahead and end up showing up on your call, then you are definitely going to get a close. The only thing that you need to do at level 5 is get onto the sales call, build that familiarity within them, give them that sort of conviction. Because see, people, not every person that gets onto the sales call after the entire buyer's journey as well is not ever going to have doubts. All right, objections are going to come, but solving these objections will become so much more fucking easier because they just trust you completely. They trust your process, they trust you, and they know who you are. The only thing that they need is that final push, right? And everyone has that now. If your offer is multi 4-figure offer, like 5K investment, $8,000 investment, or even a 5-figure investment, then this is completely normal. People will have those doubts in their mind even after going through all of the awareness stages when they do hop on the sales call with you, because they're spending fucking 5 figures from their pocket, so it is normal to have that. But it's going to be a lot more easier to convince them to go ahead and invest that into the program, because they've just, they know that this shit's going to work for them. It's just that the budget might be an issue for them, or any financial sort of issue that you can just solve it on the sales call itself and then just move forward with it, right? So this is exactly what you need to go ahead and follow. Having full clarity within the 5 levels of customer awareness is so fucking important. I cannot emphasize how important this is, because if you don't understand where each buyer is within the awareness level stages, you will never be able to articulate messages in the best way possible so that you're able to convince people to go ahead for a high ticket offer. Now, I'm telling you for a fact that if you just go ahead and implement everything that I've said within this video, all right, you get people from being unaware to problem aware to solution aware to product, and product to most aware, you're going to make so much more sales. You're going to have a very happy sales team because they're going to have such an easy time going ahead and closing all the deals for you, right? And as the offer owner, when you're running or you're spending into marketing and stuff and advertising and stuff, this is your main goal, making sure that your advertising does 80% of the marketing for you and your sales team does the 20% of the selling so that you're able to close deals, right? If you cannot do 80% of the selling for yourself, for your offer, through your advertising channels, through your marketing channels, then forget about closing high ticket deals, because I'm telling you for a fact, when you're charging anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000, it's easy for people to just go ahead and invest that, even if they're within problem aware or solution aware stages. The second you start charging multi 4 figures, 5-figure offers, where your offer ranges between 8K to 10K or 15K, $20,000 as well, you will never be able to sell people if they're just at problem or solution aware. You will have to build so much fucking trust within them so that they're able to spend 5 figures on your offer as a one-time fee. And just going ahead and having this full clarity within the 5 levels of the awareness levels is so much good, and it's going to help you a lot with all of your marketing endeavors, all of your advertising endeavors, right? So the principle that ties everything together: there is no such thing as a bad product with bad sales. There is no such thing as a bad offer with bad sales. There is only a message delivered at the wrong awareness level. Every ad that is not converting is speaking to someone who's not ready to hear it. Every landing page that bounces has a mismatch with the ads that send traffic to it. Every VSL that gets ignored front loaded the wrong information for the audience that arrived, right? The 5 awareness levels are not a framework to memorize, they are a diagnostic tool. When something in your funnel is not working, start here. Get back onto this 5 levels of awareness stages. Identify where your prospect actually is in their awareness journey. Then look at what your funnel is assuming they already know. The gap between those two things is always the problem. Your cold ad is not the beginning of the sales process. It is the beginning of a journey that moves a person from not knowing they have a problem to deciding to solve the problem with you. Get each step right for the awareness level that each of those person is actually at, and the funnel will start converting in ways that you have never ever imagined. All right. So I hope this was helpful, and see you guys in the next video. All right. Okay, so I hope this video was extremely helpful for you guys, and you guys were really able to understand the entire awareness journey that a buyer goes through within each stage of the awareness journey, right? So if this video was valuable enough and you were able to really understand everything that I said, go ahead, drop a like and subscribe to this page as well, because I'm going to be posting a lot of sauce on this YouTube channel of mine, and I'm going to get you guys on game, right? Everything for free. I want you guys to just understand how advertising is done at a larger scale and how to actually start printing money through the right strategies. And again, if you are a coach or a consultant that is finding difficulty within any stage of the funnel, maybe your ads are not converting good, your landing page is not optimized well, or it's not getting a lot of conversions for you, you're not able to get a lot of leads or booked appointments, or any problem within any stage of the funnel, you can go ahead, simply just book in a call with me. I'm going to be linking my Calendly link below in the description. You can go ahead, book in a free 30-minute call with me. I'm going to go ahead, do an entire audit for you, for your funnel, for your ad campaigns and anything of that sort, and just give you a lot more clarity on what you can go ahead and fix. So if you want help with that, feel free to go ahead and book in a call with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.